In last little more than 1.5 years, we are going through COVID pandemic. In this period, almost all the industries has impacted by the COVID, whether positively or negatively, and pharma industry is no exception. Although most of the industry talk about they impacted negatively. In this period of last 1.5 years, everyone in the pharma industry seems to blaming COVID for all the bad thing happening. So anything bad happening in pharma, the blame goes to COVID. It is all because of COVID. So today we'll have a small analysis about the COVID impact in the pharma industry. So I'll talk about 4 points on this. So point number 1, when you look at say pharma industry growth trends of last almost say 5 years. So it has taken a dip in last year, that is 2020, somewhere between March to September, and then recover a bit towards the end of the year. Then again it has shown a big jump in the March, April, May 2021. So if you look at as a continuous graph, or you can say trend line, if you look at the graph on your screen, it has been growing last 5 years almost similar way, barring some ups and downs. So it's not something, impact does not seems to be here, but we'll get into a little more deeper. So point number 2, when you look at the graph of the COVID drugs, they have shown big jump during the COVID peak periods, whether it's a first peak or second peak, as compared to other drugs. So it's a different drugs has been selling at the different time. Maybe sometime it's a favipiravir is selling more, sometimes remdesivir is selling more, sometimes multivitamin selling more, sometimes vitamin C is selling more. So those things are happening. So different time, different drugs are more or less, but growth has been there. Point number 3, in 2020, the acute segments were in bad shape, whether it's anti-infective segment, respiratory segment, even derma segment, some extent ophthalmology, gynecology, pain segment, they were in the bad shape, and this chronic segment were performing well, say segment like cardiology, diabetology, even neuropsychiatry, those things are performing well. And if you look at say this year, 2021, it is something reverse. Not so bad for the chronic, but acute are performing very well. If you look at anti-infective segment growth, excellent growth, respiratory, excellent growth. So it is somewhere kind of reverse, but chronic segments are also growing. So overall, industry has been growing. It's a different drug, different segment at different point of time in last 1.5 to 2 years. Now look at 4th point, which is very interesting when you look at say data point of view. If you go back 2 years back, say in August 2020 Met, as per AIOCD, the pharma industry market was 1,35,210 crores, and it was growing by 9.3%. And mind it is a Met data. In August 2020 Met, 1 year later, it became 1,42,251 crores, and with a growth of 4.1%. That's where here you can see it's a COVID impact. In August 21 Met data, as per the same agency data, it has become 1,63,262 crores with a growth of 14.5% against a Met. So in 2 years. So if you look at say suppose in 2020-21 there would have been no COVID, and industry keep on growing at the rate it was growing in 2019 August Met, that is 9.3. So in August Met 2021, the data would have been 1,61,528 crores, and which is approximately 2,000 crore less than the actual data today. So if you look at say last 2 years because of COVID, actually pharma industry there is a grown better, not has grown bad. Pharma industry by mean of value is gainer by the COVID, it's not the loser. Where people blame for pharma industry because of COVID we have lost market, but the real situation which is shown by this data, pharma industry has grown, and same thing you can see in the IQVIA data also. Now when this is positively impacted, what has changed in last 1.5 years because of COVID? I'll again talk about major 4 changes. One change is the customer. Who was your customer 1.5 years, 2 years back, and who is your customer now? Means different doctors has been there, and the retailer which was not a big customer 2 years back, now retailer or pharmacies has emerged as a very big customer. Patient to whom we used to take for the granted 2 years back, today the patients are also emerging as a very strong customer. So our customers has changed because of self-medication. I'm talking about patient. Point number 2, the overall promotional inputs, what used to be there 2 years back, our promotional way, what used to be there 2 years back, or overall promotional activities, whether we talk about conferences, whether we talk about travel, all those things have changed. So our promotional ways and activities 2 years back and now it has changed, what is succeeding. Point number 3, some drugs which were selling 2 years back more, they are selling less, and some drugs which are selling less, now they are selling more. So drugs mix overall in the business has also changed. And fourth change is that the cost of operation. See, operation dynamics have changed. So in these 2 years, API cost has gone up, shipping cost has gone up, transport cost has gone up, and for companies maintaining COVID related behavior, those cost has gone up. So overall you can say operational cost has gone up. In such situation, we have to look at other business point of view, operational cost, somewhere we have to keep control so that overall P&L remain under control. So as a result of these all the changes, some companies are gainer and some companies are loser, and while some companies remain where they were after the 2 year also, or you can say little more than 1.5 year. Your overall, if you have to succeed further, your overall pharma strategy has to change. If you remain the same, you're not going to succeed because of these changes. But we must not blame the COVID for our business problem. If today any company has a business problem, they are not growing, they are not succeeding, it's not because of COVID, it's because of they have not changed their strategy, they have not updated themselves. So they need to blame themselves, not for the COVID. And last thing before concluding, I'll say, when we look at data, in this last 2 years, our growth is better because of COVID. And in this 2 year, or can say 1.5 year, our field personals, our medical reps are not able to work properly because few months was the COVID lockdown, so they were not allowed to go in the market. Some their restrictions were there. If our marketing personnel also not doing their normal job, when pharma industry or pharma marketing not able to do in the field, exactly not working the way used to work, and despite that, market is growing better, then question raised, what is making market to grow more? What is something is more effective now? What is making the sales to happen? And this also question the relevance of pharma marketing today. If the pharma marketing not able to do much of the things, even then industry grown, then what exactly role remain of the pharma marketing activities or even sales activities? So we need to ponder about this thought, and till then, thank you very much for watching.